Alright, what is up boys and girls, welcome back to another video. I am Crypto Maximalist. Please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Before we begin, I want to let you know that I've partnered this month with CoinX, absolutely incredible exchange we've been using for the past few weeks. We've collaborated with them for a special deal for our community, sign up and trade, no KYC required, and receive USDT airdrops in the next 2 weeks. Trade a small 100k position with leverage to get 50 USDT directly airdrops to you. This is very simple and low risk to do, and it's a great opportunity to get involved with the bull market. Make sure to get signed up below, along with all of our other great partnerships which are all offering some great rewards for our community for signing up as well, and trading including BTCC, MEXC, XRocket and more. Alright then, we're just taking a quick look at Verasity on our daily time frame for another daily update on the channel. As we can see, things recently have been pretty spicy with Verasity in the markets. We've been making these higher highs and higher lows in the recent months. You can see over the past month or two now, we've been starting to pick up off of this crazy downtrend that we've been in for altcoins in general. Obviously altcoins have been getting absolutely smashed down recently because Bitcoin has been basically chopping around like an absolute beast. Obviously over the past month we have had this joyous relief off of the lows here, and you can see Verasity has been probably, you would say, reacting to that and the rest of the altcoin market. Although if you look across the market, the pickup off the lows is nowhere near as big as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pretty much fully retraced now the whole drop and chop that it did see over the past few months, whereas the rest of the market is still 60-70% down from their local high, let alone from their all-time high. And you can see Verasity obviously is no exception to this. It is a massive amount down from its all-time high still. If we just measure from the all-time high here down to the current price, you can see we're 98% down from the all-time high. So crazily smashed down, and from the local high where we started dropping from, Bitcoin, considering it's fully recovered this move, we are still 78% down from that local swing high. So you can see just how strong Bitcoin has been and how weak the altcoin market has been in general. I think the altcoin market has been suffering a lot in this cycle, to be honest. Bitcoin has really been stealing the show. Bitcoin, Solana, and a few of the larger cryptos, Dogecoin you could argue as well, have all really been stealing the show in this cycle. You can see Dogecoin looks particularly good in my opinion on the macro. You can see the breakout, the retest, the bear market range, and we're making higher highs and higher lows back up towards that all-time high, which will probably come on that next leg up, I would say. But you can see, obviously for Verasity, a completely different story. Really, we have been really struggling to make any headway during this cycle. We obviously came down, making the bear market range low, bouncing around in this area here. Made a decent low here, which actually became a resistance after being support for a good while, you can see there, which happens to be around that fourth of a cent level. We obviously came up a few times and tried to break up towards the 618 Fibonacci and beyond, but we never really got the momentum to do so. And you can see really over the past year we have just been in a downtrend. We obviously came down, tested the bear market range low again. We got the Trump pump that we saw in November, but really it was only up to this resistance that we've created now, this bear market resistance. We came up, tapped that, and pretty much dumped all the way down, losing the bear market range low. We've come back down into this key level down here, as you can see. This previous key level, which happened to be, once we broke down from this level here, the next key level was down here. We swept straight past this level, which was interesting. Pretty much came down to that 1/10 of a cent level on the dot and bounced from there. Had a nice move actually off the lows, up around 4x to a 1/4 of a cent, as you can see, from that 1/10 of a cent level. We've obviously retraced about 50% of that local move here now, as you can see. And we're currently in a place where Bitcoin could either dump this market back down to that previous low, or if Bitcoin behaves somewhat, we could be looking at Verasity having a reverse back around like this, and then coming back up to this bear market resistance at 1/2 a cent that we're really looking to come and test again. I think this is very possible going into the next few weeks, provided the next few weeks and months, provided that Bitcoin does go up to a new all-time high and allows that relief for the altcoin market. You can see here Verasity is basically in a position right now where it should be, in my opinion, bouncing after reversing back around through all of these levels, back testing into this structure and then bouncing again like this. This is probably what should be happening in my opinion, but obviously if Bitcoin dumps back down, we could easily see Verasity come down, revisit these lows again before bouncing up. But you can see the amount of impetus that we did see over the past few weeks to the upside does tend to suggest, in my opinion, that we're probably going to be having a decent move to the upside. If you look at this weekly time frame for Verasity, you can see a massive, unbelievably bearish rejection candle of this previous area where we were consolidating. But in my opinion, we could still backtest here and then come back up and continue. Right now, as always, it's always dependent on what Bitcoin does next. But Bitcoin looking like it's at all-time highs pretty much, and it's going to be probably moving up to a new all-time high over the next few, I would say over the next few weeks, if not over the next month. We'll probably see a new all-time high for Bitcoin, which would lead the market up. However, if we get rejected, we could see Verasity coming back down in line with the rest of the market. Thanks a lot for joining me again for another video. Make sure to go down below and sign up for CoinX to get trading rewards and get involved with all of our other partnerships offering bonuses as well. Thanks for watching.